I feel, for me at least, that when I'm bored and I'm not overstimulated or I have constant dopamine going into my brain, I find that's when I'm the most creative. I had this idea when I was driving in the car because I drive a lot. I travel back and forth between here and PEI in New Brunswick, and it's usually about a 4 hour drive. And most of the time, I do kind of bombard myself with constant dopamine, whether it's podcast or uh, tips on how to grow online. I've definitely watched my fair share when it comes to that kind of content, and it's entertaining. I do enjoy consuming it, especially when I'm driving hours and hours. But I also realize that if I just don't play music and I don't have anything going, I find that's when the ideas start to flow. And, I think as creative people, if you just let your brain have a break and breathe for a couple of minutes, you'll realize how much it wants to be creative. And I find that for me, if I go for a walk and I don't bring music, or if I go for a run or anything like that, if I'm just outside and I don't bring music, I have all these ideas, and I got to get better at writing them down. But right now, I just kind of use voice notes on my Apple Notes, just speak to the phone so I can just get the idea out. Because if I don't write it down or I don't log it, it's gone forever. I have to give my brain a break from all the dopamine that we live with every day. Um, it just wants to be creative, and I think most artists feel that way. At least that's how I feel. Uh, just going for a walk. I have so many ideas. Going for a drive with no music or nothing. Give yourself a little break. Give your brain a break, and I think you might be surprised on how creative you can be if you do that. But yeah, that's day 16. We're officially past halfway now, so yeah, it's another late one. It's 11:30. Trying to get this out before midnight hits. Keep the streak going. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching.